up, y'all? So this LA joint here with Hot Talk Radio. Okay, first off, the mic wasn't even on, so I'm really having to re-record this. Give me a second. Let me get my headphones. Okay, boom. So I was sitting here doing like some self-reflections or whatever, right? And I was sitting here doing like self-reflections, and I was just thinking about like, certain things. And then I started saying I had said something to myself, and I was like, it's really hard to make it here in Memphis. And I said that. And I said that, you know, to myself because that's something that I've experienced. And then I've also said that because I've had other people who've experienced that as well that have said the same thing. And I was watching like these interviews, music interviews earlier today on YouTube when I was listening to them. And then one of the music artists, one of the female rappers here in Memphis had said something. She was like, yeah, I'm from Memphis, man. It's hard to make it in Memphis, this, that, and the third. And then when she said it, for some reason, it just kind of irritated my spirit when she said it, right? And it's not anything that I haven't heard before, anything that I haven't said before, but like it just irritated the fuck out of my spirit when I heard it. And I'm finna say why. Like over the last 6-7 years, man, I've been going through fucking hell, man. It seemed like anything that I do, any career field or any hustle that I have, it seemed like I got people giving me 1,000 tons of fucking pressure. Just pressure. I want to make fries for a living. Okay, you want to make fries? Well, we're going to make it hard. We're going to see how much you really want to do this. You got to show me that you want to do this. So they're just adding unnecessary fucking obstacles in my way just to see if I'm finna jump over these hurdles and jump through these loops to get to the next stage. And it's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Excuse my language, but I'm like, why are you making this so hard? You know what I mean? And like, I understand, like, bro, you have to prove yourself out here. I get it. I understand, like, life gonna hit you like, bow, bow, bow. Life already coming at you. Plus, you got your own personal other stuff you got going on. Then, but why the hell do I have people, like, specifically, like, and when I say, like, unnecessary hurdles, I mean, like, and I'm saying unnecessary because I personally feel like I'm consistent, and I ain't even gonna say I feel. I know that I'm personally being targeted for the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know personally I'm being targeted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't finna sit there and tell me you didn't rob me 5 motherfucking times. Like, I know the hood is the hood, but then I also know that don't nobody fuck with me like that. So, I mean, excuse my language. I'm sorry. Let me pull my stuff together. But don't nobody, like, mess with me like that. You know, to be, like, wanting to rob me for no reason. Like, this is premeditated. Like, come on, man. So, I just, I'm just constantly being targeted, bro. Targeted. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm being targeted because people feel like, you got to prove to me that you can make it through this. You got to prove to me that you can make it through that. You got to prove to me that you can make it through this. And it's like, damn. Now one thing is like, I do realize, like, anything that you do, you have to prove that you are tough enough to be there and you are tough enough to become a professional at whatever it is that you do, right? 100%, I get that. You join the military, you join the police force, you got to show that you're tough enough to be professional with it. If you becoming a teacher, a professor, you engineering, you a doctor, you got to prove that you're tough enough to do this. And then, even like, if you want to be in the game, you got to prove that you can handle it. So I understand, like, you got to prove that you have what it takes to be a part of this. And I understand it. I get that 100%. But with us constantly saying, man, it's tough to make it here in Memphis, and historically it has been tough to make it here in Memphis. But as of now, with all the opportunity and all of, like, the access and all the resources that we do have, I'm starting to wonder, like, is it really, at this point, is it really tough to make it in Memphis, or are we making it tough to make it in Memphis? at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, 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 do we really have trust issues so much so that we don't trust each other to have each other's backs, and we don't trust each other enough to, be as successful or to fulfill these dreams that we've sold to you. Let me say that. You know what I mean? And so I feel like, with me personally, my experience, I feel like I've just been so unnecessarily tested, in a lot of situations. And I'm not talking about out of the side, I'm not talking about the dumb shit that I've done. Because truth be told, I feel like in a lot of cases, I've made it harder on myself. I'll admit that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff that was forced upon me already. Without me doing the dumb stuff that I've done. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that came at me anyway, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking like, bro, have we said this so much to where this has become the standard? Have we said this so much to where this has started to be indoctrinated and ingrained in our minds to that it is tough? So we feel like it was tough on us. Now we got to be tough on you. We got to pay it forward to somebody else. And I say that because, I thought the mission for Black people, and I'm saying Black people because I'm Black. I'm not gonna speak on Hispanic business, but I'm pretty sure they probably feel the same way, because that's just naturally how I think most people feel about the next generation, is that you go through the stuff that you go through to try to make it easier for the next generation, right? Now, though we hear a lot of like older adults complain about how easy the next generation got it, and they'll be like, you spoiled and this, that, and the third, and da. And personally, I'd be like, duh, life is supposed to be more convenient now than it was back then. Like, wasn't that what you was working toward? Like, was you trying to work toward the fact that you wanted to make it as hard as it used to be? I thought you was trying to make it easier for me. Like, and I gotta make it easier for those that come after me. Like, I thought that was the point. You know what I mean? But it just kind of, sometimes I just wonder, because words hold power, right? And this coming from me. The brash one. But words really hold power. So I'm starting to wonder, like, with us saying these things, have we then made them a part of our norm without even realizing we've done it or we're doing it? You know what I'm saying? And because we've said it so much, that we have strayed away from the mission, which was, we are supposed to make this easier for the next generation. Ideally thinking, because obviously, realistically speaking, that's probably not going to be true, because shit rolls downhill, and every generation going to have a fight. You know what I'm saying? Every generation going to have a fight. But I'm just saying, like, with certain things, I thought we were supposed to make it a little easier for the next generation. And I feel like it has, saying that it's hard to make it here in Memphis, I'm starting to wonder, like, have we lost the mission, which was to, even though we going through a lot now, we need to make it easier for the next generation. Because a lot of people would get on me because I'm like, when I be at work, and even though they being petty, but I'll be at work, I set up shit to make it easier for me to work, more efficient, because I hate wasting time. I want to make it easy, convenient, more efficient for everybody. Why does that bother you when I do that? Why do you feel like I need to suffer in order for this business to be successful, when suffering costs so much time, it costs so much money, it costs so much energy? I thought we were supposed to make it easier so that we can expand our success amongst the generations in a plethitude. And I think I just made that word up. In a plethora. But in abundance, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, it's just something to think about. Let me know what y'all think. But anyway, I'll holler at y'all.